Hi everyone, Top Tip Tuesday. I hope you're all doing well. If you can hear squeaking, it's my dog Archie has decided to just play with a toy, and so I apologise for the noise. Anyway, the pose that I want to cover this week is Warrior 3. Warrior 3 is a very strong pose that requires a lot from your body. It's a big standing pose for your legs as well as a balance. And there's so much going on in the pose because you're rooting down into the floor with your standing leg, and then you're sending the floating leg away from you, so you're getting lots of stretching in different directions. And you're also engaging so many muscles at the same time, so core muscles, leg muscles, back muscles. And depending on where your head's at will determine how well you balance in the pose. And sometimes balancing just doesn't happen, and it can be a result of being super busy on a particular day, or you're having lots of things racing about your head. So how can you improve the pose? First of all, I'll show you the full pose, and then we'll use the amazing props, which actually, that's another thing. When we use props, it's not a sign of weakness. It's not a sign that you can't do a pose. We use props to help us explore different sensations within a pose. So quite often, if I'm in a certain pose and I feel quite good, but it starts to feel a bit habitual, I'll use blocks just to see if I can open up in a slightly different way or get a different sensation in the pose, different experience. So, Warrior 3. What we're looking for is standing in a Warrior 1 position. So both hips are facing the front. Coming onto the front leg, and we're raising this back leg. You float the leg up to hip height, and from here, your hands can either come out at the sides, which I'm not going to do because there's a wall, or extend the arms, and everything is working. I'm sending the top foot away from me. I'm pushing down into the floor with the standing leg. It really raises your heart rate, as you can probably tell. So it's a big, powerful pose. But sometimes that just doesn't work. Sometimes we need to use blocks. So for using the blocks, both hands on the blocks, and step one foot back, and this might be your Warrior 3. Fantastic stretch on the back. Wrap your shoulders so that you're not sinking into the props. And you might also want to think about dropping the back heel. Head is relaxed. From here, you can then start to think about floating the back leg up, if you're happy to. Not too far, you just want to get the hip and the leg in alignment, and stay here. If you feel you want to add a little bit of the arms, take one arm off, and then opposite arm. Oh, it's harder on this side, see what I mean? Balance. And if you want to come out, you just lower the foot and then gently uncurling, bringing yourself up. So that's Warrior 3. It's an option to use the blocks. You don't always have to go into the big poses. Use the props, use the blocks, explore different sensations. Keep your questions coming, and I'll see you next week. Have a great day.